Here's my audience. A study found that less than 30% of American workers currently have their dream job. Hello everyone, my name is Tanner Nelson and I want to thank you all for being here to listen to my experience. I'm currently a sophomore trying to obtain a degree in legal studies with a concentration in criminal justice. I endured an experience quite recently that taught me a lot about how important following dreams are to me. I would like to share my lesson on the importance of following dreams, which I learned through a personal experience relating to the degree that I mentioned. This experience brought an immense amount of happiness and fulfillment into my life, which made me realize how important following my dreams was to my emotions and my success. When I was a senior in high school, I was undecided on what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I thought about law enforcement, but everybody I talked to about it said that it wasn't a good idea or it was even a bad idea. Regardless of what others had told me, I'm currently going to school for a law enforcement related degree, and it is currently the greatest decision that I've ever made. I couldn't be happier with where I'm at in life right now, and I have my dreams to thank for that. If it weren't for my dreams, I wouldn't have been able to follow them and get to where I am. Through this experience, I discovered that regardless of what others said about my desires and plans, I needed to follow my dreams. Following my dreams now gives me something to look forward to. As I stated earlier, less than 30% of people have their dream jobs. I know that pursuing my dream will allow me to be in that minority in the future, and that's where I want to find myself. I always feel as though my life has more meaning because I'm following my dreams. I listen to my heart rather than the opinions of others, and that allows me to have control in my life. And I can't let others control my life, and this experience has taught me that. After going through this experience, I have started to make sure I always have a set goal or dream, fulfilling one, or after fulfilling one. I have found myself working harder when I have those dreams or goals to strive for. My senior year of high school was an absolute mess. All my friends had decided where they were going to school and what they were going to school for, and I hadn't even decided where I wanted to go. When I was a kid, I wanted to be in the FBI. Everybody has those childhood dreams, and rarely do they actually become a reality. When I got older, that dream felt a little less desirable, and it turned into a desire to pursue a career in law enforcement. When I told my friends about this idea, many of them told me it was a bad idea. Even my own mother told me that I shouldn't do it, which wasn't for the same reasons that my friends told me not to. It was mainly because of safety concerns, but I still took that as her opposing my dream. Regardless of what others had told me, I decided to pursue the dream. After I made up my mind, the first step of pursuing my dream was finding a school that would be able to support my goal. This actually proved to be a lot more difficult than I had originally thought. A lot of things go into picking the right school. The main thing that I was looking for, obviously, was something or a school that had my degree. I also wanted to make sure it was far enough away from my hometown that my mother couldn't come up all the time, but I would be able to still go and visit if I needed to. And then also I wanted to make sure I was somewhere I could see myself living for at least 4 years, and that proved to be quite the challenge. Eventually I overcame that challenge and ended up applying to the University of Wisconsin-Superior. To my surprise, because of a speedy response, I ended up receiving an email just a few days later saying that I had been accepted. That brings me to today, where I still am attending the university, pursuing a degree that will hopefully get me a dream job, which will place me in that minority of 30%. Even though many people opposed my dreams and goals, I discovered that it was important to listen to my heart and follow my dreams. We have dreams and goals for a reason, and I didn't want to let others stand in the way of completing them. When I decided to pursue my dream of law enforcement, I immediately felt a sense of accomplishment because I was actually doing what I really wanted to do. I didn't realize how important following goals and dreams really were in my life until I chose to actually follow them. I found that it is important for me to realize and understand that goals and dreams are unique to each person, so you can't always just oppose them because you don't understand how people are feeling. Saying bad things about others' ambitions is uncalled for and can be very discouraging, and that's not what our job is. Our job is not to dissuade people from pursuing their dreams. After going through this event and realizing how important goals and dreams really are to me, I find that it's important to remind myself every now and then that it's okay to follow your dreams and goals, even if people don't agree with them. Even though this experience may seem small or insignificant to some people, it made a huge impact on my life, and I was able to discover a very important lesson from it. Dreams are dreams no matter what is said about them, and now I realize that dreams are extremely important for me to follow, no matter how big or small they are. Following my goals gave me a sense of excitement for the future, and it really gives me something to look forward to. Having something to constantly look forward to also adds a lot of meaning to my life. Achieving my goals is very important to me, and after achieving a goal, I also find it very important to set a new goal, which goes back to having something to look forward to and adding meaning to my life. My goals aren't always big, but sometimes it's nice to shoot for the stars. Thank you all for listening to my experience. I hope you enjoyed.